run in the background. Okay. And we'll make sure you're recording it. One of the tricks you and I are going to have to, I can describe this to you because it's technical, but not that bad.
Okay.
You and I are going to have to figure out how to get the computer into and out of the same console. So we need the computer to be able to play stuff back while it's recording at the same time. Is that impossible? No. But you need two people with your hands on the mixer saying these are your ins, these are your outs, and not getting them confused because you cross them over, it's a mess.
Yeah.
So I don't worry, that's all in the blueprints I'm drawing. You're going to be able to see it's green. I will be using green colored wire for taps between those two because we need a separate color wire than the usual black or blue.
Yeah. Okay. Noted.
Hi there. Yeah, we're functioning. Cool. And it's streaming, so don't worry too much. It's already running in the background. The new one's in. It looks a little more complex, doesn't it?
It does. It's so pretty. I had to
But
take a
it's
picture
honestly
of
a lot more user-friendly. I can show you why.
Okay.
Most of the time, when you were running that console or the little blue one over there, you had to turn up two pots to get a left channel and a right channel on your music playback. Not on this one because look, the pots are doubled.
Ah, okay.
So you can put all your playback stuff over here, your record stuff is in here, and your main out is right here. So these four, the microphones and these four playbacks are feeding this, but they're also recording here.
Okay, nice.
That's now you know what I'm trying to do when I have to turn it around and make sure one signal gets to the other location.
Yes.
So you'll be a huge help with me because that's soldering three things at once. And okay, are we right? Circuit tester.
Circuit tester. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
It's going to be real learning experience.
Yeah.
When you put together a console, you see the studio from where it began.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I made a mess. I should hold this out here and take it over.
Need help?
Yeah, for now, sure.
I
Oh,
can't.
thank you.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Chicken noodle soup. With a soda on this side.
I just figured because I don't want whoever's recording to be uncomfortable.
Oh,
and I know
yeah.
those chairs are more comfortable.
They're not very comfortable with that.
Because I was in that chair last time, I was like, this is uncomfortable. Until whoever gets here, I'm not
Okay,
going to
I will tell you this, you have a special guest in your listening audience today once I send the link.
Oh, nice.
Mario the Dean absolutely freaked out and said, what a great idea.
Oh,
How can I hear this?
Good to know.
I gave him the recorded version. He said, yeah, but I want to hear the live. I said, I'll send you the link.
Good to know.
You can still cuss or do anything like that, but be careful.
Yes, absolutely. Not too much.
I'm going to set up in the other room so I can hear you.
Okay.
We should wait for it. Probably.
Yeah, we'll wait until.
We should have at least like a fourth of the class here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, not only that, it's already streaming.
Yeah, it is already streaming.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Since there's only 4 people in the room.
Yeah.
Hello. I would fix this though. Yeah.
I did get some prep in.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some stuff lined up.
Cool.
I guess we'll wait for a little bit more to people to show in. Or maybe we'll just go ahead and get started. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool.
Oh, I didn't realize there was another mic.
There's not like a ton of people here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, whoever comes in, I'll let them sit here because I already went last week.
Yeah. Well, what's up? Hey, y'all. Good morning. This is Round Robin Radio. I am Tori Forte.
I'm Ryder Snow.
Jessica Lozano.
Andrea Tucker.
And we are students at UNT Dallas, just jumping on and enjoying some beautiful fall weather in front of microphones. Because this 60-degree weather definitely put me in the mood this morning. So
Yeah, I checked the weather so quickly, and I was like, yes, sweater weather for sure. Like,
Mhm.
I'm so hyped. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was excited to rightfully pull out my hoodies and my little furry stuff last night. Like, definitely had my little, what do they call it? Your onesie. I had my onesie on last night in preparation of the cool morning. So
Was it one with like designs on it, or was it one of those like animal onesies?
it's an animal onesie.
But animal.
A pajanimal, but it doesn't have a hood, so there aren't ears. So there aren't ears on it, but it has like little kittens on the feet, and
That's cute. That's cute.
it is really cute. The downfall to the onesies that have like the feet in them is like it's kind of uncomfortable to put your feet in house shoes, but it's also gross because when you are walking around now you want to get on the couch and there's stuff now from the floor on the
Especially
couch.
if you have pets.
Especially if you have pets or kids, which I have both. So downfall to that. Speaking of feet on the couch, this is one like random little thing that really irks my nerves. So I'm watching TV or watching a movie and they keep their shoes on and they get in the bed or they put their feet on the couch. And I'm just like, I know that's like some unwritten rule in filming or in TV or something like that, that shoes just don't come off for whatever reason.
Well, because otherwise it implies that they're doing things. Is why that they're supposed to keep their shoes on for the bed at least. Because it's either that or they're supposed to have like a foot on the floor. Because I remember learning about that in strong screenwriting.
Oh, I did not know.
It's unsanitary, is what it
I'm not
is.
saying that it makes it better. I'm just saying that there's at least a reason.
I don't
for
like
it.
when they're out all day and like freaking fought crime and everything, whatever, and then they climb in bed and they're all sweaty. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, no. Like, please tell me you're gonna wash those sheets the next day at least.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, speaking of the weather and how it's looking outside, the gloom and doom and all of that good stuff, Friday the 13th coming up.
Yeah.
I know that we talked about, some of the fall things that we are doing and Halloween costumes and all that good stuff. So it got me thinking about like some of the best like horror movies and stuff to watch. So I got a good little lineup from Rotten Tomatoes of their top 10 horror movies. So if you've seen any of these, let me know. I'd love to get your opinion or your review on them. A couple of them I've seen, some I haven't. So top 10 horror movies from Rotten Tomatoes. So number 10, they have Wrath of Becky. Has anyone seen that one?
Never heard of that.
Yeah, Wrath of
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Becky. Apparently, this chick escapes a violent attack and she goes out to get folks. So that one was given 86% from Rotten Tomatoes. Coming in at number 9, Infinity Pool, another 86%. This is like an island resort kind of thing. So who knows? I see blood on the cover, so I'm sure it's nice and bloody and whatnot. Coming in at number 8 is Sick. No.
Are these recent movies?
Yeah.
Because I know Infinity Pool, that came out this year, I think.
I believe that these are like between 2022 2023.
I definitely would not have seen it.
Number 7, The Blackening. So this is the one where it says we can't all die first. And I have seen this one. This was as scary as quote unquote scary as it's supposed to be,
Mm.
it is more so freaking hilarious. And we are talking the top 10 horror movies ranked by Rotten Tomatoes. So The Blackening was given 87%, which I think, rightfully so, considering that it's in the horror category. Number 6, which was given 90%, which I guess is pretty high for Rotten Tomatoes. Brooklyn 45. So this is like a, I guess this is kind of a not dated movie, but I mean the synopsis is in like the 40s, 1940s. So this would it would probably not be my cup of tea. Number 5 was The Influencer, given 92%. Number 4, Megan. I'm sure people saw.
That's the only one I've heard of so far. I'm not a horror movie person, but still, I would have thought, gosh, do I not know
Anything? Well, they gave Megan 93%, which
These audience scores?
these are Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Yes.
I remember that getting a low score, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah. Now I mean, I don't know if it has gained
Maybe probably.
It was
gained
the
points.
dance, for sure. It was the dance.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I feel bad sometimes laughing in horror movies because stuff that's maybe like meant to be funny isn't always funny, but stuff that's not meant to be funny, like I laugh at. Number 3 was Attachment, and it got 95%. Now this is like a horror romance between 2 women, and I guess something went bad. It's always like that one person that goes left or gets too clingy, and so that's what I'm thinking this synopsis comes around to. Number 2 was Talk to Me at 94%. This is a 2023 one, so this is new, so catch on to that. And then at number 1 is called The Bone Woman, and I guess like it Husura. I don't know if maybe that's the Bone Woman in whatever another language or something like that. But it looks like this woman, I guess, tries to become a mom and it doesn't work out, and then she's possessed. So a possession movie, which those are always fun, I guess. I don't
Those are
know.
the ones I stay away from. Most definitely.
No lie, I've heard a lot of people say that. So what are your like favorite like must watch during the Halloween season movies?
The only horror movie that I'm not a horror movie guy at all, but the one that I really like is The Thing from John Carpenter.
Okay.
It's really good. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Okay. What you got? Oh, you said you don't really watch horror movies.
I'm the fluff type of Halloween movies. I watch like Hocus Pocus
Oh,
and
so cute.
and I watch Coco is a must watch. And
Okay.
It's not just because I'm Hispanic. I just love the movie. I don't know. I don't even celebrate Dia de los Muertos, but
Oh, can you say it
Still.
again? You said it so pretty.
did I actually?
Yeah.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah. You said it better than I would have.
That's funny. I'm very non-fluent in Spanish,
Okay.
but if you give me like a sentence to say, I can say it pretty good.
Girl, yeah.
You always toot my own horn.
You rolled your R's, honey. You rolled the R's. All right, what you got? Favorite like Halloween thing movie?
I don't really have one because I'm one of those where it's like I'm fine during watching the movie, and then like when I'm trying to go to sleep at night, it's like, oh wow, that affected me more than I realized.
Exactly. No.
So one that I try to make sure that I watch every Halloween is Jeepers Creepers. Love Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers.
Did not like any of the follow-ups that they tried to do with that. Just didn't work out, didn't hit the same. And I'm excited about seeing the new Saw movie. So kind of want to check that out. Saw was one of my first DVDs that I bought.
How many are there now? I
This is
literally
the
10?
10th one, right?
10.
God.
10. I mean, and the first three were pretty good. Yeah, the first 3 were pretty good. But yeah.
I've heard that the new one is good, but I haven't seen any of them, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in the studio we do have a horror film actor,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I guess that would be one of the few horror movies that I've watched. The one that I was in.
Well, let me be that person to do a shameless plug. If you are looking for something on the horror side to check out Lorelai because she's scary, but also not scary at the same time. She'll get you. What was it? Nice is different than good. We'll just put it that way.
I was gonna say-
Also,
Yeah.
watch Horror High.
Which one?
See what you
Horror
want.
High. That's
Horror High. Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he had his plug moment. He didn't say anything.
Want some schlock? So on Tubi.
What'd you say?
So if you want some schlock, we
Some-
can watch that.
Some schlock. Oh yeah. Well, speaking of plugins, I wanted to kind of plug in the UNT Dallas homecoming that is coming up.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
I didn't
yes.
know we had that.
You didn't
got
know
the
we had
email just this
homecoming?
morning.
I
Well,
come here, I go to classes, and I go home.
No, of course we read the emails, you know.
of course we read those
No, I
emails.
actually did read the email today though. Like,
There was an
that's-
email.
I was
didn't-
just
Yeah.
I
surprised
didn't
that we
look
got
at
it
my
before the day of. Because that's what I
Yeah.
usually do is like the day of the event. It's like, oh hey, we have this thing. It's like
Yeah, I get like
I
the
didn't
text
look at that
message. It's
sooner.
like, hey, 4:30, come to this thing.
That's super true. I feel like I almost see what stuff on the bulletin boards before I get an email about it.
I
Yeah.
never even, where are the bulletin boards?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know.
Really?
I get the text messages quicker than I do the emails, I think,
Yeah.
too.
I don't.
I think
don't
I've
check my
seen
emails.
one bulletin board in this school, and it's like on that offshoot, like by the
Yes,
elevators.
by the elevator.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't like stop and look at that because it's a very narrow hallway, and I'm like, I'm not that
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah,
I mean, the only
I'm quick
emails I
too.
check are like, well, because I work for the writing center, so I like
Mm.
that's the only email I check. But I skip over all the announcements because I'm like,
Yeah.
I have clients, I have to look at this stuff. So I'm like, I'm busy with that. So I check my email for that.
I'm
but-
just trying to make sure they didn't like close the campus or something because I have to drive like 40 minutes to
Yeah,
get there. Then I'm
that
gonna drive
too.
up here and it's
For
like,
sure.
oh, classes were
That too.
canceled. If I had read that email,
I kind of think I think I unsubscribed from my text messages, so I might need to get back on that a
I,
little bit.
I never really read them. I see them. It's like UNT dealer, and I'm like, okay, not gonna read that.
No,
I get the
because
calls too.
it's so
Yeah,
much
but I never
easier.
answer the calls.
It's so much easier to get a text message wanting to check, especially like when weather is bad and stuff like that. And every once in a while I'll get those, like the JAG alerts or whatnot, but I always have to just go ahead and log in to
Mhm.
my email to get like
I
what's
just have it
the new.
forwarded to my Gmail because I don't look at the Outlook one that often.
That's an option.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe I
I didn't
maybe
know
check
that was
it
an
like
option.
once or twice a week.
Yo, forwarding it to my Gmail would be
How do
so
you
so
think I
helpful.
see whenever people contact me? I would be looking otherwise.
The secret to her success.
Yeah, I had to download
Forward.
like the Outlook app on my phone to check the school email.
Well, yeah, because like I still need the Outlook app to like respond to the emails, but like I'll
Mm.
actually read them if it's like forwarding to my Gmail. Like,
Yeah.
oh hey, I have something. I should probably respond to that.
Not only that,
Oh,
you need
so-
that other app. What is it?
Are you talking about Canvas?
Oh,
or-
you're
No,
talking
the green
about
one.
Oh, the one to actually-
Duo.
Yeah,
Duo, yes.
Duo.
I'd like press the button
It's like
to
a-
get in.
It's like a
Two-way. thing.
combination now.
Oh yeah,
that
shout
you
out to
need.
two-way verification. We appreciate it.
Sometimes.
Not
It's kind of
really.
annoying.
It's
Join
annoying
to
as
hack into
hell.
our college account. Like, what are they gaining from that?
Yeah.
What are they gaining from hacking into our college account?
Gotta get a
Hmm.
Canvas. I
Unless you
see
want my
your
grade
assignments.
updates, then that's what you're gonna be getting.
Hell, I want my grade updates. All right. Well, homecoming week. Hashtag Go Trailblazers starts on the 23rd. A lot of cool stuff going on. So on the 23rd, I guess, which is the first day, they're doing like a Trailblazers assemble thing. And students that are wanting to attend the homecoming game, your ticket is a keychain this year, which I think is really cool. So they're giving those out. Of course, anybody that's not a student that's wanting to come to the game, including staff and faculty, which I think is pretty messed up. Like, I think teachers should be able to get in for free, but anyways, but they'll have to purchase those. There's going to be a spirit competition, which there is a link that was sent out to the students if you're wanting to do that. So that way you can get your spirit on, get your friends
You have
together.
to register for it, isn't there? 'Cause I thought it was
Yes,
a deadline.
there's a register link because the registration is due the 21st. Then there's of course a donation drive because we always want to give back. And I guess they're going to do like one of those can building competition things.
Yeah.
So if you sign up to do the spirit competition, that is a part of it. So you can either collect cans to donate or you can do the can building experiment thing. I've seen some pretty like intricate can castles or whatever it is you decide. I guess there's like a theme, and then like you try to build around the
Yeah.
theme.
I
But
know.
baby, I don't know. I don't think I could do it.
I'm creative, but I'm also clumsy, so I don't know if that would go well for this particular event. So
Wait, I need to backtrack because we're talking about the homecoming game.
Homecoming
What-
week.
Wait, you said something about games.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's gonna be.
Okay,
I guess
so I
it's
was
like.
gonna say what game.
Oh yeah, you know what? It's funny you say that because I don't even see a game on here. Now I will say that basketball, we do have men's and women's
Yeah.
basketball that is competing, and so I'll give that info out here shortly, so that way people that want to attend can. It's going around. It's those games are going on, which I think is like 4. So 2 men's games, 2 women's games the week of homecoming. They look to be away games, so I'll give details on that. There's going to be an Infinity Stone hunt on the 24th, which
That'd be awesome.
I
That was like 5 years ago.
That's how you can't get sued for copyright.
Yeah.
there you
That's not
go.
as recent.
So the Infinity Stone hunt is on Tuesday. They're doing a tutu run. So I think I've seen a tutu run, but I know that was that yesterday that walk a mile in my
It was-
shoes.
Yeah, the high
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that everywhere on the socials from so many organizations. It was very cool watching the men kind of strut their stuff. As the male representative at the table, like, do you think you would be able to walk a mile in a
no
woman's
shot.
shoes?
No,
Not even like a 1 inch.
I couldn't
heel?
walk.
I was gonna say
a
like the
foot.
heels in the email looked really small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they had on kitten heels, what they call.
I don't know what that is.
I can't relate.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
even
no
worry
shot.
about
Couldn't-
it.
Couldn't make it 10 steps.
I mean, I relate though. I'm a female and I can't even do like 4-inch heels.
Oh no.
I mean, maybe when I was like a teenager, but now I'm just like,
I just wear Converse for everything.
yeah, I'm like, no, I'm a sneakers girl. Yeah.
I do my best to go and buy sneakers.
Yeah.
Pinky promise. Then I get into the store and I'm like, man, you want $150 for this pair of tennis shoes? Do you know how many pairs of heels I can get with that? And so then I end up buying heels. So the only time like I get sneakers is if like someone buys them for me because I won't. Now Converse, definitely,
Mhm.
especially the new platform ones that they have coming out.
Yes.
Very comfortable. And I see
Yeah,
them
those
in
I would
men's
do.
sizes too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vans has them too. Very cute, very comfy. Then finally, I say finally, but I mean there's a list of stuff that's going on homecoming week for UNT Dallas students, staff, and faculty. So y'all check that stuff out and we can have fun for homecoming week. I know I briefly mentioned that there are going to be some games going on that same week. So on the 24th, which is a Tuesday, the men are playing at Eastfield. On that Thursday, the women are playing McLennan Community College. And then on Friday, the women are playing again at UTA. I can imagine that would be a pretty cool game. And then on Saturday, both teams are going toe-to-toe with Dallas Christian. So lots of stuff going on that week related to athletics for UNT Dallas. So very, very fun.
Yeah.
Good stuff for our athletics department.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else want to jump on that? Because I know I was here last
Yeah.
class.
I don't
So-
see anyone.
Yeah,
Well,
there's like 4 people.
yeah. I think everyone's jumping on the stream.
Okay, now we have Colin Taylor.
Yeah, Colin. I like your hat. Are you Canadian?
I am.
A? Are you really?
Yes.
Very nice,
Born in
eh?
Toronto. Very
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Yep.
That's cool. Canadian. How exotic.
You're wearing an MLB
Oh yeah.
hat.
Yeah.
Wearing an MLB hat. Have you been watching the playoffs?
This is actually, I just care about the Maple Leafs on the front. I don't care about the Blue Jays. I listen to the Rangers radio broadcast when I leave campus, but I don't watch the games too much. But I listen to the games. It's been fun to follow.
Yeah.
It's always fun when the local team is popping off.
Yeah.
sure.
It brings energy to the city.
Does. I know the Cowboys aren't playing this week, so that will definitely
They play on
push.
Monday.
They played on Monday.
They play
They
on
will
Monday.
play this Monday.
The Cowboys.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then they're
Right.
on by them. They're off the week after. that.
Right, but that's not this week. So now we can have
That's
fun
true.
with our Rangers
That's
and we
next
can
week.
Yes, you're right.
focus on the Rangers
Yes, you're right.
and see how they do. I don't watching baseball is not fun for me, but going to a game and the experience of the game, absolutely. I saw some people just walk in. Is anyone wanting to rotation into a share? Are you them? You them? You them? Okay. Andrea be running from that mic. Don't you run, girl. Don't be running. All right. So jumping on the mic, introduce yourself.
Matthew. That is my name.
Don't wear it down.
That's all.
I was talking about the Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now they're gonna play the Stros.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's gonna be civil war in Texas.
Are you gonna get swept?
We're not gonna
They're
get
not gonna get
swept.
swept. Nah, Rangers bats too hot right now.
I
Yeah.
saw something about like the Astros like lifetime record against the Rangers being like 140 to 60 or 70. Or
That sounds
something.
Because the
about right,
Rangers
but-
have been garbage most of their existence.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
I mean,
I went to the
Yeah.
they have.
like 2010, 2011 was like the only
And like
like, really good.
2016.
That's
when
when
the
we
That was just said with such heart. It really was.
I mean, that's true.
I saw the Astros sweep the Rangers the last time they had a series here,
Mhm.
like in the regular season. It
Yeah.
was bad. It was terrible.
I mean, that was only a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was like
wasn't
not long ago at all.
Yeah, I got a
It was
nice
like
hat.
second
But now
last
it's
series
the
of the season.
playoffs.
Yeah. Now it's playoffs.
Yeah,
Hopefully they're a different team. I don't know.
they might be. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it have been so far.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely didn't think they would sweep Baltimore.
I mean, they won their first 4 games on the road.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
only played 1 game here in Texas.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
they're
good.
they're looking good.
Yeah.
As long as the bats are hot, because that's what you said. Obviously, like
Yeah.
their entire pitching staff is hurt, and their bullpen is like generationally terrible.
Yeah.
So they
Well,
need to.
Scherzer's supposed to be back
Is he?
for game 3 or 4.
Okay. Well, then that would help a lot.
So if you can steal one of the first 2
Yeah.
and then get to Scherzer, and then I don't think Gray's supposed to be back for this series. I think he could be back
Okay.
in the World Series if we got there.
If they got there, yeah, that would be nice.
The ballpark is amazing though. It was like I keep describing it to like my friends as like think of like the Buc-ee's of it just feels like a Buc-ee's because I've been to like basketball. I've been to the American Airlines Center. I've
Mhm.
worked there. But when I went to what's the name of the Rangers?
Globe Life.
Globe Life.
Globe Life,
Mhm.
it's like there's a bunch of cool stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's a big like a fan shop with a rotating like there's a bunch of shirts on hangers on a
Oh.
conveyor belt and this is going and this
Oh, yeah.
is going.
So cool.
Yeah,
It's
it's
And the
cool.
only
so
time I went to
cool.
that ballpark was I graduated there from high
Yeah.
school. That's the only time I went there. I have not gone to a game there.
It's really nice.
I went to the old one a few times.
I went to the
Oh,
old one a few
old.
times as well.
Yeah,
Two-year-old one.
the old one. And I enjoy going to Globe Life because you have the option to, okay, well, they're losing. The game kind of sucks. Let's go over to
Just go walk
Texas
around.
Live.
Yeah.
And you can go over to Texas Live. And was that like 3 levels of different like restaurants and bars? I like to deem myself the queen of karaoke. And so like there's a karaoke bar in that thing. Listen, that's my heart about going to the Globe Life.
Hmm.
Globe
I
Life
couldn't do
Field.
karaoke publicly.
I could if I had like my friends with me.
Yeah, I will say I've done it with like friends only.
Yeah.
Or like
In
family
public?
only.
In public?
No, like at like someone's house.
No, I could do
Like,
it
at
in
my-
public
my-
if
my-
my friends were there.
At my parents' house, but like not with, like random people. Nah.
They
I
have
can't do
places. They have places where you can rent like a little private room. Is it like?
Yeah.
Because I know Main Event. Is it Main Event that does that?
It's someplace at the
Or
mall. I know
yeah,
what you're talking about.
it's like an
I know
art.
Sidecar Social does.
Ooh, I like Sidecar.
I love Sidecar Social.
That's my shit. Yeah.
That
Ashley's
is-
like, me
never heard of it.
I'm
too.
gonna take their word on it.
Yeah, for real, y'all. For sure.
Well, while we're still on sports, I want to highlight a recent Patriots game versus the Dolphins. Like
Oh, they got smoked.
well, not only did they get smoked, but unfortunately, a longtime fan, and when I say longtime fan, like he was a 30-year like super fan for the Patriots. Unfortunately died at the game after a fight broke out.
Oh, that was like a month ago, right? That was I know.
Yeah, so apparently he got hit. It wasn't necessarily the blow. It was when he fell and hit his
Mhm.
head.
Yeah.
And
That's always it.
There's been a lot of
Mhm.
fights in stadiums recently.
it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Sports fans
College
are
has gone crazy.
actual like cavemen.
Yeah.
That's an appropriate like analogy.
Like I'm a big. I go to basketball games all the time. Sports
Yeah.
fans are absolute
Okay.
like actual Neanderthals.
Is it passion? Is it passion of the sport? Is
Kind
that's
of.
what's
I think sports fandom is just toxic. Like it's us against everyone else. Especially if you're like a rivalry game. Like I went to a game where the Mavs played the Suns, which is kind of a rivalry now, and it was it was toxic. That would be the word I would use to describe it. It was just toxic.
I mean, I know like Cowboys fans are like
The worst.
everyone's
Actually, the
hated
worst.
the most
I love them.
ridiculous.
They're so fun to just observe.
They're
Oh,
very
wow.
fun to like make fun of and
It's-
dunk on.
Great people watching, like amazing people watching.
Yeah.
And you know, like I get it, but to the point where I want to put hands on people,
I don't know. I'm of the opinion that you can duke it out, but most people don't understand. Like if you're scrapping on concrete, I'm not gonna say like Darwin Award winners, but go to the grass. Like honestly, like I'll be honest. I like watching those fights like on the internet, and I like watching like UFC. But like sometimes I'm bored. I'm like, this is a bit too fancy. Let me go to like Reddit. Let me go to like YouTube and find like some people scrapping like street
Yes,
beefs
in my
or
high
whatever.
school, there's this fight video that kind of was popular at the school of these two guys just like a wacky waving and football and two men just swinging on each other. It was so funny.
Just do it on grass. Do it on grass.
Yeah.
Or not at all.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
can't y'all
that's-
just do like a rock, paper, scissors competition or something like that? No, break dancing. What happened to dance fighting? No,
A lot of it's really petty.
It's very petty.
Well, clear-
It's like girl stuff.
definitely
Yeah.
influenced by alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol,
For sure.
Faux show.
Hmm.
For
toxic
sure.
masculinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one of my
Tribalism.
favorites that I saw, and I can't even tell you what team it was. I didn't pay attention at the time, but it was a hockey game. And apparently this dude, a rival, slapped another rival. His wife was standing right there. And he was just kind of tried to laugh it off, but she did a Will Smith like slap on that dude. And she like started, and he pushed her back, and that's when the husband got into it. But after, there was at one point where she just kind of started giving him some uppercuts to the gut, and her husband kind of stood back like, hell yeah, that's my woman right there. But she whooped his ass.
Y'all remember Mullet Mike? You know who that
No.
is?
No.
I know him because I used to work with him. But there's like a video of like, oh, life comes at you fast, and there's this kid with a mullet at the American Airlines Center with a
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And that arena is like, it's a nice arena.
Yeah.
But like it's different from the Rangers because like there's a little space in the Rangers.
Oh yeah.
But
American
in the
Airlines is-
arena,
pretty
it's like you're
bad.
right upon them. Your knees are like
Mhm.
touching people's backs and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh.
And
Like, I've
he-
That's not as bad as Jerry World.
yeah.
Oh, is it?
I eat my knees at Jerry World.
Oh,
I'm not
You
that tall.
eat your knees?
I don't
I'm
go
not
there.
that tall.
I don't want to like.
Sounds like a
Sure.
Spirit airline experience.
You're
Honestly.
up there.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I
Oh,
went
in
to
the
a
bleed.
Cowboys game, we had to stand, and we got like the standing area tickets. I hated it. I don't even like the
no.
Cowboys, so I was sitting there like, why the hell am I even here? Like,
No. That's when you plan to walk around and go somewhere else. I think like the only place I would consider doing standing is if I was at Globe Life, because you know that there's enough to walk around and see and do or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Not even. I don't think so. I mean, like it's fun to walk around like first, second, third inning. But like by the time it hits sixth inning, I'm not walking around to go, oh, let's go wait in line at Pluckers. You know, I'm not doing that. Like I don't think that's
and it's
very
not
smart.
enough variety at that Pluckers. Like I was really disappointed when I
Mhm.
couldn't get my spicy ranch all flats.
yeah, I saw the big line and I was like, yeah, that's a scam. I felt like
I will say a sports fan experience that I experienced for the first time this summer. I started watching the WNBA because Dallas has a WNBA team.
Yep.
That fandom is actually very like, it's not toxic. People are actually like nice, and
Mhm.
it's a very accepting fandom. Maybe because it's not as popular of a league, so people are just accepting to everyone who wants to come watch it.
Well, everybody talks, but just dumps in the league from their couch.
Uh, That's possible.
All
Well,
the real fans actually show up.
this is Round Robin Radio at UNT Dallas. We had some other people kind of walk in, so I want to open up mic space here. Anyone wanting to jump on and rotate in? All right. When you approach the mic, introduce yourself.
Oh yeah.
In case I want to add
Go ahead.
anything.
What's up, everybody? I'm James, aka the fundraiser, aka Riley Escobar, aka
AKA,
All right.
AKA.
also known as.
Interesting.
What's the beat? What are we doing now?
Yeah, what are we talking
What
about?
you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm planning on going to the fair today. Finally.
Oh, yeah.
What are you gonna eat?
I don't know. Like the
Everything.
food is half off, I think today, right? Or is it just
Oh,
the
really?
tickets?
Probably the
Well-
tickets. I don't see them giving away food for half off. That's.
I think tickets.
Well,
are
I
half off.
mean, technically, the food's gonna be.
I
half
mean,
off,
yeah,
the tickets are gonna be
technically.
half off.
No,
Oh,
I
the
mean
tickets.
that'd be 50 cents a coupon.
Yeah, it's 50
Tickets,
cents a
tickets
coupon.
in terms of entry is what I think he was
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Not much.
should've-
Not much then.
Yeah. So you what? Is $30 instead of the?
So 60 or 25 to
$60 to
50.
get into the fair?
Nobody
Buddy,
pays
it's,
full
so
price.
much.
it's the state fair. Do you guys?
I went like
I'm cheap.
15 years ago. That was the last time.
It's 20 on the weekends. It's 25 a person.
Okay.
Oh,
That's crazy.
That's so.
That's
That's
bad.
ridiculous.
That's
No,
still
yeah,
a
that's
lot.
definitely not bad.
That's kinda
But
crazy.
they
I
did
think-
used to give us the tickets for
I
free.
think
Never
in
forget.
It's $50.
Oh.
But for two people to get in for just one day, it's $50. So that's kind of insane.
That's
Oh,
cheaper
no.
than Six Flags.
Oh, that's
Yeah, but Six Flags
But
is
if
like
you bring
fun.
that little can though, you're like half off.
Six
That's
Flags doesn't have
true.
Texas State Fair food
Yeah.
though.
That's true.
Like I saw someone eating a fried tres leches, and I got so jealous. I mean,
It's not that good.
It isn't?
Really?
Big
Get the
mama, your
fried
arms,
pie,
a fried tres
chestnuts,
leches.
fried apple pie.
fried
something.
pumpkin pie.
Oh, pumpkin pie. I
Fried
don't like
pumpkin
pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I don't really like pumpkin pie either.
I'll try some.
Ew.
That's crazy though. $100 to get in
For
the
the
fair.
fair?
No, okay. So I will say that it does make more sense to have to pay more to get into Six Flags because the rides are free. Okay, you got to pay to get on the rides at the fair.
Yeah.
And then at Six Flags, once you get in, you pay for food and beverage
Mhm.
versus paying for a ride, food, and beverage.
And it's a limited time thing. So like you're
Yeah.
kind of,
But-
you just
But when you have to pay to get in and you have to pay for the rides, I think they're playing you off for suckers. at the
No,
fair.
So
it's
what?
tradition.
It's tax revenue, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and what are you gonna do about it?
I go and I'm gonna
He
save
said,
$50.
But did
Not
y'all
a
know
damn
like
thing.
Still
other
gonna buy
states they don't have a state fair like Texas does?
Yeah.
Like even the Minnesota State Fair, like and that's one of the biggest ones, right? It's way smaller.
Mhm.
Like I have a friend from Idaho and we brought her to the state fair one time.
Mhm.
And she's like, y'all do this every year? I was like, yeah, every year.
Mhm.
And she's like, I've never been to anything like this in my life. I'm like, that's crazy.
It's-
So the
Must
Texas
suck to
State
suck.
Fair. So the Texas State Fair is like shitting on these other fairs.
No, yeah.
Isn't it like the big? The
I would hate
biggest
to see the
Yeah,
other
or
because
ones.
one
it's
of the
like
biggest,
long.
like, it's
Yeah, like no.
huge.
Everybody
How
else is
many miles?
riding our wave.
I
Like
don't know how many
Actually
miles
asked
it is.
my mom the other day because I was curious. I don't know what. Well, I knew the answer, but I just wanted to know for sure. Like, if you live in like El Paso and you want to go to the fair, you got to drive 6 hours to Dallas. Because I was like, I know it's called the Texas State Fair, but you know, I feel like in Dallas we're kind of like we have like big egos, so like we like to like. She was like, oh, like we're like the biggest city in Texas. So I was like, is it just like a name they chose, or is it like legit like the state fair?
Does
It-
every state have a state fair?
yeah, no.
In some capacity, but not like we do.
But not like yeah, the Texas State
So I'm
Fair
assuming
is
that's
the
probably why we call
like-
it the state fair, just because everybody has their state fair.
Oh.
and it's just where the Cotton Bowl happened to be built. Like
Oh, yeah.
other cities lost the bid.
Mm.
Just like that's why Super Bowl Stadium is in not Super Bowl Stadium. AT&T Stadium is in Arlington
yeah.
because the lady who was the mayor at the time didn't want to pay the taxes to build it here, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the Cotton Bowl, the Texas OU game, I just want to know if I was driving to work and the traffic was so crazy, and it had to be all these people coming from Oklahoma, right? Because
Boomer.
it was like absolutely insane. I got
There were a
into
lot from Austin
almost
too.
6
Yeah.
wrecks.
No, yeah.
It's freaking crazy.
Dang.
I mean, I'm sure everybody was intoxicated. I mean, obviously, it's like the biggest game ever. But
Everybody was.
Yeah, if you're going to the fair,
nobody knew how
ride
to
the
drive that
train.
day.
That's hilarious.
But
I
Look,
actually went to Austin that weekend.
and it was
with
empty,
some
right?
Friends. Man, going to the Buc-ee's in Temple, which is just north of Austin, it was like a UT frat party.
No, yeah.
They were chanting, they were doing the whole song through the entire Buc-ee's. Saturday night, dead. I saw no orange on Saturday night.
No, yeah. We went during
They all went into hiding, I think.
a couple years ago. We went to Austin during the OU Texas game, and like I've never seen 6th Street that empty. I was like, what? There's nobody face down on the concrete right now? That's crazy.
That's when I would want to go. Like, I love the idea of going to popular places, but I don't want to deal with like the crowd. And people are crazy. It's just like, to me, equivalent to going to Deep Ellum. Like, people love being on Deep Ellum, and I'm just like, but I fear for my life on Deep Ellum.
When the sun goes down.
Yeah.
See, so
Traffic is always bad in Austin too. Like always bad.
Not worse than Atlanta.
I've never been.
Yeah.
Man, not
Austin's
worse
only
than
bad like
I'm glad.
right downtown.
yeah,
Everything like on the outskirts of Austin's not that bad. Unlike Houston. Atlanta.
Houston is traffic everywhere all the
Never
time.
been to Austin, but I don't think I'm missing out on
Houston's
anything.
small.
No.
Concrete swamp.
Dirty human swamp.
Austin's it's cool.
Yeah, it's
It's
fun.
fun.
Austin City Limits Festival. That's a must.
ACL is
It's going on
cool,
right
yeah.
now. Well, no, not right now. It's going on this weekend.
Their
I've heard
lineup's
it's
been
cool.
kind of
I've heard
crashed
it's
for
cool.
like the
I heard
last
it's must go.
What is
5
it?
years.
It's Texas version of Rolling Loud.
Oh, okay.
And like it's super fun. I've been a couple times. I think a couple years ago we saw who was performing? Not Justin Bieber. No, it was like Travis Scott or somebody.
Is it more affordable?
Is it more?
Nah.
Yeah,
They're so expensive.
it's more affordable than say like a Coachella.
Have y'all ever heard of Illfest? No, it hasn't been around for a while, but I remember whenever I was graduating high school, I wanted to go really bad, and it ended up not being like a thing anymore. And then I heard they're bringing it back this year, but it's more of like the electronic music, not so much like Coachella with like Justin Bieber and stuff. But
See, I've been to EDC, and EDC was cool.
shut up, I wanna
EDC
go
was
so bad.
EDC was fun. I've been to
That's one of the rave ones.
yeah.
Mhm.
I've been to
Speed
Warp
Rave.
Tour back when Warp Tour was a
No,
thing.
you didn't.
Yeah, it was me, bunch of white people. I'm like one of 5 black people there. I'm telling you,
Oh
My Chemical
God.
Romance is going
Oh my
crazy on the stage, and
God.
I'm in the crowd.
You're gonna make me cry probably. If I could go back in time, that's one thing I would go to.
That was one of the first times I saw Paramore.
Oh my God, I saw Paramore this year before she canceled her tour, and it was the like craziest experience I've ever had.
No, yeah,
It was
Paramore's
amazing.
are like
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
you don't know who
But
Paramore
I
is?
can't relate to
I know Paramore.
any of it.
You don't know who Paramore is?
I know
Paramore
those
is the greatest
That's like
artist of our generation. She's
Every-
absolutely amazing.
Paramore was at
Take
ACL
your word for it.
last year.
Really?
I saw Paramore. I was
You don't
like,
know? Oh
I mean,
my
I know the
God.
name. I don't listen to the music.
She actually had her comeback tour.
Come up online.
Okay, I got lots to say about this.
I chimed in.
Okay, so she actually had her comeback tour this year. She hasn't toured since 2013. And this is a huge deal for Paramore fans because in 2013 I was like a child. So I wasn't going to any concerts. But when I heard they were coming back this year, I paid a very pretty penny for some Paramore tickets and it was absolutely amazing.
So when they first announced they were coming back, I was in the queue. Like I saw them the day after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We had Thanksgiving dinner, and I was like, "All right, Mom, I'm finna get on the Greyhound." I went to OKC, waited in the cold for like 8 hours. Me and like other people shivering, and so like we get in there, and like I swear to God, I cried. Like I'm not even
I
no
bawled my eyes out. the
no
whole
BS.
time.
She came out on stage, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's Haley Williams. I ain't seen you in so long." And then I started crying.
I probably cried too.
No, yeah.
Waiting out there for that long.
That's my thought. I'm like, yeah, you was probably crying because you was just now able to feel your
Okay,
fingers
but
again.
the thing is, though, so we went to the Dickie Stadium in Fort Worth to go see her, and the tickets themselves, we were 7 rows back, so we did pay for seats because obviously there's like the ground tickets that are like $150
No,
for
yeah, I was in
general
the pit.
admission. No, see, I wanted to, but I waited and waited and waited and ended up not, there was none left. So I got tickets and a seat. The tickets themselves were $280, but having to pay all of the fees through like SeatGeek or whatever I used was absolutely insane. We ended up paying $800 for 2 tickets.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, but for Paramount, like if you get it, you get it. It's
That's
worth
crazy.
it.
I paid
I definitely did not
$75.
get it.
I paid $75 plus tax for my tickets, and I was right up against the railing.
I hate
Like
you.
me and her made eye contact. No
I
lie.
hate you.
Nah, she looked past you, buddy.
No, I'm telling you directly in the eyes.
Yeah, it
This
was
girl got
amazing.
up on stage to sing "Misery Business," threw up on Haley Williams,
No.
and like she kept it so cool. She was so cool about it. She was like, "It's okay, I understand you're nervous." And I was like, "Damn, you threw
No,
up on
see,
Haley
but she
Williams."
does that at every show. She pulls somebody up to sing "Misery Business," which is like the song everybody waits for throughout the whole concert. The one that I went to, the girl absolutely killed it. She gets on stage and she's like, "Can I harmonize with you?" And Haley was like, "You were ready, girl." And she got up there. She was dancing around. I was like, "Man, that could be me." But I paid $280 to sit in a seat.
I was waiting for her to come out with Decode because I was like, I want to live my Twilight moment right now. But no, because it was
Did
on
she
the
not do
set list.
Decode?
No, it was on the set list, and I was like,
Wow.
yes, I'm gonna like freaking like go crazy, but it never came on.
That's
And I was
crazy.
like, I'm sad, Haley. You disappointed me.
She did.
But it's
I will
okay.
say though, she walked off stage and had us thinking she wasn't gonna play "Ain't It Fun," and I was about to.
that song.
I'm telling you, if you heard it, you know. Yeah.
It's fun. That girl.
Yes.
That's it? Oh yeah.
So she had us thinking she wasn't gonna play it. So obviously we're all screaming for her to come back on stage, and she comes back and plays it, and that was like I couldn't even see because my eyes were like swollen shut, but it was amazing because I was crying so hard.
I think when she came out to not Hard Times, Fake Happy.
Mm,
And then she ended with Hard Times, which Hard Times and like Pool are my favorite songs.
mm-hmm,
And she did Only Exception.
mm-hmm.
Only Exception is my jam.
Always.
No, yeah, but seeing Haley, who is the like best concert you guys ever seen?
Yeah.
I've never been to a concert.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny? I've seen Bad Bunny.
Isn't there not new album coming up?
Well, I don't really
we
care.
went for free.
We went for free.
okay,
We
I
used
was
to
gonna
work
say.
at the American Airlines, and like it was fun because it was like I think it was your first concert.
First big one.
First big concert. Yeah, I'd worked like my favorite was probably like musician Elton John, but like concert
Oh,
wise,
so good. That one was
Elton
so
John,
good.
that sounds
You saw
crazy.
Elton John.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah, his
crazy.
last.
yeah,
Amazing.
Yellow Brick Road tour.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the most like satisfying, but the most entertaining was Bad Bunny. There's some
Could've
freaks in the
lied.
crowd. There's some freaks. He found one of them.
Nah, bro. The people in my section were crazy. Some girl was trying to.
Mike,
Yeah,
tell the
yeah,
story.
go ahead.
So it was my first time at a big concert. And I knew there was gonna be a problem when I saw them in the bathroom. They came from the direction out the bathroom. And there was this guy and this lady, and they were already like basically blackout drunk. They go to they weren't even in the seat. They were sitting in the stairs. And one thing led to another. She gets down on her knees.
She doesn't get down on it. She gets like under the 88.
Yes, under the.
There's a curtain
there's
under
a
the
disability
disabled section.
Oh yeah.
She got under there and started giving bro head. And
That's crazy.
and I had to flash my flashlight. Yo,
At the Bad Bunny concert.
I felt bad. I felt bad for the guy above him because I saw him go. And then I'm like, oh no, bro, I ain't about to go up there.
That's
So
like-
I went and got someone else, and the lady didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, yo, she's giving fellatio, and I tried to like say it very politely, and then she finally understood. And I said, he's getting head.
Did you say it like that?
she wasn't getting the technical
No.
term
She
for
out here
it.
giving brain. Like what?
And she's like, oh, and then she brushed over. And she's like, yeah, you can't be doing that.
That's the most interesting part about like working there. It's like
Yeah.
you get the Mavs, they dress in their jerseys and stuff. But like
Nothing ever
every
interesting happens.
yeah, nothing
Yeah.
interesting happens except like people with beer fighting each other,
Yeah.
which is
So it's
mildly entertaining. But like EDM, Elton John, Bad Bunny, you can see the way they dress, the way they act. It's all completely different. I think the biggest one I went to was probably what's her name? Billie Eilish. Yeah, there's some kids crying. They were like, oh, that was when I was relatively new. So I heard people screaming and crying. I look up. Oh, they're just happy to see it or something. They're just singing a song with her.
That's the thing though. I'm that girl that like wants to record a lot, but I can't post any of the videos because you can hear me screaming in the background. Like I went to this is probably the most embarrassing one. I went to 3-6 Mafia a couple weeks ago. And if y'all know the song Stay Fly, I was singing in the background, ruined everything. Ruined my friends' videos, ruined my videos. It's so embarrassing.
No, though, that's what you're supposed to do, though.
No,
like,
yeah,
you're
for sure.
sing, scream, I've seen quite a bit of people. I've seen Beyonce live, I've seen Drake live. Like, it's cool to see people just let go and like lose themselves in the music. Yeah. Not to be all fake deep, but it's the essence of it. You paid a lot of money. You paid all them. Yeah. You paid all them ticket master fees. Yeah. You might as well turn up, get your money's worth.
Yeah, that's true.
Best concert I've been to, it was a little bit a while ago, and I guess that also kind of show where my music taste is. It was Jill Scott.
Jill Scott goes crazy.
And headliners for her, or I guess she was the headliner, but I guess like people that kind of sang in front of her, Moonchild, which I'm gonna be completely honest, like I've been listening to them for a while, and just their style of music. I didn't know that they were a white band, because they are. I mean, it's just so much freaking soul that I never would have thought. But ever since that concert, like I've been on them heavy. So that was good. It was so Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Moonchild, and I don't know, it was some other person. But that concert, I mean, I didn't cry, but it was definitely an awesome concert experience.
I'm just a happy crier. If I get super overstimulated and happy and like really excited, I cry immediately. Like
I cry when I'm mad.
It's like I don't know. If I like am at the movies and I'm like super excited about this movie, but I'll literally cry. So I don't take like me crying at concerts that serious, because I cry at the
I feel you.
drop of a pin.
One time,
I cry at like little like animal videos and stuff like that. Yeah. And not like you, like but more like just like
me.
No, one time
like a nice little.
I had a full fat plate of Chinese food, right? And I'm walking to my car and I dropped it. I swear to God, I cried in the parking lot. I had been thinking about that food all day. And then like everything came out, the orange chicken, the General Tso's, everything was on the floor. And I was like,
yeah, the movie.
And my homie was like, are you okay? I was like, I don't think so, bro.
I did the same wheel and everything. I had Chinese food. I was like going up the stairs, like here at the dorms, and I dropped it. I didn't cry. I just kind of sat on the stairs and looked at it.
That ruined your whole day. Like,
I was like, what?
I'm about to cry again thinking about it.
No, it was way more than 5 seconds. It was like 5 minutes. I was just gazing at the ants just crawling over my food. Like, how did I get here?
I cry out of anger. So I guess things that could piss me off enough would be like my food, definitely. I feel you there. Family, friends, and finances. So if I'm ever like in an argument and you see, I'm like, Jameer, you get that like one streaming tear, it's because I can't like physically do what I want to do to you in that moment. So I'm crying out of anger.
You gotta put that emotion somewhere. You have to.
And I guess it bottles up in my tear ducts.
I used to be like that all the time when I was younger too, like out in the street with my friends. And somebody make me mad, and then they're like, "Are you crying?" And I'm like, "Oh!" And I'm like,
No, so my dad,
so bad.
He's a crazy sports dad, and I hate losing. I like to this day, I am a very, very sore loser. I hate losing, like with every fiber in my being. And so like we would lose some games, like we play AAU, and so sometimes you just come up against teams that will smack you. And so like we're down by 30 and I'm crying, dribbling the ball, and like I'm shooting it, I'm making it, and like my dad pulls me, he calls a timeout, pulls me to the side. He's like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, cause look, and I'm like, look at the scoreboard. Why are you not crying?
Wait, so dad was the coach, or he was one of those parents that was just like, time out, y'all. Time
No,
out,
he
just
was
walked
the-
out.
My dad coached everything me and my brother played. We could be playing cricket, and my dad would have learned the rule book. And like, I'm eternally grateful because he was a present dad.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's very hard to play for your dad. Like
Heck yeah.
one time I dislocated my shoulder at a football game, and my dad was like, he pulled me to the side, popped my shoulder back in, and he was like, all right, we're down by 14. I need a touchdown. Like, and I was like, okay, sir. And like, I just got back in the game. But like, so when it's good, my point is, long story short,
No, it's not.
it's good to cry. Like, let those emotions out.
100%.
Don't let anybody tell you, whether even if it's for trivial stuff, you trip, fall, you cry.
Mhm.
That's a release. That's an emotional release.
Yeah. You had a Joe Jackson daddy.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
He demanded excellence, and that's all right.
Yes, it is, because that's how you built
I
that
was like,
character.
No, yeah, I've had some dudes. I have friends who like don't have fathers, and I can see how it's affected their life. And so no matter what, I'm always like, I tell him now he drives trucks. I'm like, I call him like, he's real like my best friend. Don't tell him I said that though.
Okay.
But I'm like, thanks, Dad, for everything you've ever done for me. But you know, it's cool. My point is, no, yeah, shouts out to
That was one of those,
present fathers.
those
Yeah.
teardrops coming down.
Jameer, are you tearing up?
No,
That's so sweet. Yeah, dads and then just father figures, because sometimes you have a male mentor or something like that in your life, and it's not always a father, but male figures are important. And we are on Round Robin Radio. We had someone who just jumped into the seat, hopped on the mic for the last stretch of the show. So introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Lisbeth.
Round Robin.
Oh, that was nice. I like that.
That's my
All right.
favorite DJ sound.
No, yeah.
Spam it.
So what you bringing to the mic? What you got?
What were y'all talking about?
Dad.
I'm actually with my dad's house after this, so I feel like I'm gonna walk in there and just hug him. Like, thank you for everything.
No, yeah, give your dad a big
Yeah.
hug.
Y'all made me feel very appreciative for having a present father.
Yeah.
Yes, most
Need
definitely.
therapy, just tune in Tuesday.
Maybe hand him like $10 for all the time she's handed you money.
Okay,
Maybe
well,
five.
going
Maybe
back to
$5.
the concert thing, what is one artist that y'all guys would like give anything to be able to see in concert that you're not able to?
Ooh, pick me.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator. I love
Oh
that man.
yeah,
I love
Tyler the
seen-
Creator would be
I've seen
amazing.
Tyler, and it's worth whatever money you want to pay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
a great
just
show.
love that man. Like he not only will tell a story with his words, but he wants you to see it while he's up there on stage. So like he's putting up a screenplay for each song, and I just love that. That's
I
Anybody I
love
would
that,
give
man.
any
You know?
amount of money.
that's really
crazy.
awesome.
You know how they say like you should never meet your idols because
Mhm.
like you're gonna be some sort of upset. I mean, I didn't meet Tyler the Creator, but when I went to his store in LA,
Uh-huh.
I was so upset. I'm not
Uh-huh.
gonna lie.
Why?
It's like you walk in there and they're like, you can't touch anything, you can't do anything, like you like can't take pictures. And it's like if you want to get anything off the rack, like you can't. You
Mhm.
have to ask someone to get
Get
the
it for you.
hanger off. And it was just like so upsetting because I mean I guess it's a way to keep his store neat, but he's like seems like such a chill person.
Yeah, yeah.
And his store
No,
being like so
So
many
anal.
roles. Yeah, I was like, God.
I'm sure meeting him would be like the exact opposite of what you want because he's that much of a fool. Like you if you're too happy, you're gonna get roasted. Like and
Yeah,
that's
I'd be,
exactly
like,
what
so
I'm
scared.
expecting. Like like if you meet him, he's like, dude, calm down. Like
Yeah, I'd be
he's
so
gonna
scared.
or he just like relax, buddy.
So
Like,
no, yeah, I used to work at Top Golf, right?
Yeah.
And so like we had the Mavs come in there one time, Dirk
Mhm.
Nowitzki, and this is like he just won a championship, prime Dirk Nowitzki, right? And so like when you go in there, you gotta be cool. You gotta be cool. I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to be? That's Dirk Nowitzki. Like there's a statue of my man in front of the AAC right now. And I was like, and so we get in there, Jason Kidd's in there, Jace Harry and Dirk Nowitzki's in there. I'm like, I almost dropped like the plates I have because I'm like, because he said something to me. He's like, what's up? He's like, are those for us? I think it was like crunchy chicken bites or whatever. And so I was like, yes, sir. No, yeah. And I put him down. I was like, And I was like, now's my chance. I was like, can I dap you up? And he's like, yeah, sure, bro. And like he daps me up. He signs whatever for my dad, and then he sends me on my way. And I was like, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Yeah,
so like,
you were talking about the statue. I was at the game when they unveiled the statue. That was on that was on
Oh.
Christmas last year.
How's
It
it
was-
I was
score?
there
It was
too.
cool. Oh, you were there too?
Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won.
That was a good game. Yeah, they did win. It's against the
Think so.
Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Did
met
anyone
Tony
go to the
Romo.
2011 parade when they won?
yes.
If I was older than 8 years old, I would have.
No, my dad made sure we got out of school. Like me and him cried when they won the
Yeah,
championship.
I hate
Yeah.
because I only started watching them in 2014, so I was not around for that.
And then he was like, "You're not going to school today, tomorrow." I was like, "Cool." And we were at the parade. Like they came through on the
Was
bus
there
and everything.
school? I thought it was
Yeah, wouldn't it
summertime.
have been over the summer?
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I was like,
June, yeah.
I was, how old was I? I think I was like 12, maybe
12.
I think
11,
it was 7.
something.
I
I'm an
was-
idiot.
What year is this?
2011.
Uh-oh.
I was like 10.
2011.
That's
Dude,
when
that
they
was
won
a
the-
crazy
In
time.
2011. Oh, I was 21.
Yeah, I
Turn
was
up.
I was like, yeah, I was like 16, 15.
Just turned
I
21.
think I was 7 when they won the final.
Y'all
There
were
was like
12.
merch for everything. My Builder Bear had a like mass championship shirt.
I still got the funky snapback. Back when snapbacks were cool.
Oh, yeah.
I got the T-shirt. It's a little dingy now and way
Yeah.
smaller, but
Raise the banner shirts.
Yeah.
Crazy.
that was a different time.
That's cute.
I started
I
watching
haven't
right when
been.
they started sucking.
No, yeah, we
Oh,
went.
so right when they started sucking.
Yeah, we were.
Aren't they like decent?
They're good now, but
Right,
I,
yeah.
I started watching in
Yeah.
2014.
Oh,
That is when
okay.
I was gonna
It's
say,
going downhill.
is missing the play-in good?
Well.
threw up.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
They threw
We
up.
got to do it lively in all that.
Does
We'll see.
anybody watch hockey? Are y'all like
They start
The
tonight.
Dallas Stars, baby.
Watch who?
The Stars.
Oh, don't be funny,
Who?
Jameer. Jameer's being funny.
Oh,
You
you said
know.
hockey.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought she said honky. I was
They're
like,
good. They're good.
That's not,
I tried to watch because last year they were in the playoffs. I was like, oh, let me support the local team. I turned it off for 5 minutes. I was like, what the hell is happening?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch hockey like that, but because they are a Dallas team, go Stars,
I'll support
baby.
them.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for them.
They're
That
so like they'll just break out and fight.
which is
See?
great.
That's what I like. I
No,
think
it's
more sports should have
not.
fights.
Yeah, we
No, they should not.
Imagine. Just listen for a second.
regulated
Luca and
fights.
Devin Booker square up.
Then-
at
That's
center
what
court.
I'm saying. And you get like 5 minutes. Everybody gets a flag, right?
Yeah.
Like the challenge flag in the
Everyone gets
NFL.
like a flagrant. And
You
they
throw
they
it,
square
and
up.
you get 2 minutes to throw hands.
Here's my take too. I prefer the fact that the sport allows fighting and it's all regulated than the fake tough NBA that we
Oh,
get
yeah.
today.
That's what I'm saying.
Because guys will be
Like
chest
Devin
to
Booker.
chest for 13 seconds waiting for 10 guys to pull them apart.
Yeah.
Like nobody really wants to fight anymore, but they sure will pretend. And it's so annoying to watch. Like, bro, just walk off. Like you're not swinging, you're not gonna do anything. Just give it up. Like dudes be pretending. I swear to you, just watch how they act.
A built-in fight
You can tell when someone wants to
to
fight.
most professional sports games will revolutionize the game. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Imagine
absolutely.
LeBron James says, "You know what? I'm gonna use my flagrant," and mops the floor with Patrick
No.
He's
Beverly.
too old for that. He won't do it.
No.
Patrick, come on.
He
We're
had
setting up
like
Patrick
40
Beverly.
people between him and Isaiah Stewart, and he tried to calm the situation down after smacking him across the face. Like,
I think Isaiah Stewart was actually.
Like,
I think
somebody
he wanted
would-
to
yeah,
fight.
no,
I think
he wanted to
he
fight.
wanted to
LeBron
fight.
didn't want smoke. He made the man bleed. He smacked him across the head, pretending like he was
If
trying
I
to box
saw
out. And then,
6'8" Isaiah, 250-pound Isaiah Stewart running at me like
Yeah,
that, I would
charging.
not want to fight him
Oh,
either.
I'm going the other way.
he was trucking people. He was knocking over staff members,
was
security.
Pulling the
Russell
security
Westbrook
guard.
was already posted up trying to protect LeBron. Like LeBron standing over by
That's
the
why it would
bleachers, like,
revolutionize the
We
game.
need to
Don't
go
y'all
back to the
see?
70s when Kareem was
Absolutely.
breaking guys' jaws.
why other people got to get hurt for LeBron? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like-
That is not what I paid my money to see. If I want to see a fight, then I'll go see a fight. I want to watch the basketball game,
Right.
have my overpriced, watered down margarita, and then I want to go sit in traffic for forever trying to get home.
You
like-
take the train. AAC, take the train.
Okay,
If
well,
I want to get drunk, I want to see
We had
somebody
this
throw
public
hands.
transportation conversation last time,
Yeah.
and it makes her a little bit nervous.
it does. Like public trans, that's not for me. I'll definitely catch rideshare though, but I feel like you're
It's like
I,
$70.
it's
to get an Uber.
ridiculous.
I
So
think
I drive.
more public transportation will revolutionize this country.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
why
Absolutely.
in New York, that's why you can live in Greenwich Village but work in Manhattan. It provides opportunity and access. That's why places
We
like
also-
Frisco don't
yeah.
have the train.
We also don't have like a walkable city. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, whenever I go to
Country.
American Airlines, I park nearby, but like the walk to get there is like so intense for no reason.
Right.
But it like helps me avoid traffic afterwards.
I haven't walked anywhere since high school. Like, I used to walk to school and stuff like that, but then it just kind of died down after a little bit of time. But it really would be great to have public transit all over the place.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine you could catch the train from Garland and you needed to go to Denton, you could do that. I mean, you can do that now, but like if you could do that for everywhere,
Everywhere.
it would be
Amazing.
think about how exhausting a drive. You want some canes, you got to drive at least 5-10 minutes.
Less car accidents too.
Right.
What about bike lanes?
And right. I used to live in Norman. So if Norman is where OU is, it's a college town. I didn't have to have a car to get wherever I wanted to go. I used to ride my bike regularly. Like if we live 5 miles from the nearest bars and where all the downtown spots was, I could ride my bike and go to the bars and stuff and then ride my bike home and be okay. Because they have dedicated bike lanes. The bus runs from like 6 a.m. to like 2 a.m. And so like it's a lot less car accidents, it's a lot less traffic on the road. People move slower, you get to see more people, you get to talk to more people. Like I met somebody on a walk. Like I bumped into a dude who does music and like because we were off on a walk and he was about to skate park. He's like, "What's up, dude? I like that song. What you listening to?" And we sparked a conversation.
Yeah, we
Living-
recommend doing that here.
No.
But
Yeah.
every single time I've tried to go walking downtown or anything like that, I always get approached and it's
Not fun.
not a fun interaction like that. There was this one time actually like maybe a month ago, I stopped at a 7-Eleven downtown by like that giant screen by the eyeball kind of. And this guy must have been watching because he ran out of his apartment complex, grabbed my phone, like was like unlock it, like was just talking crazy, like I was like, this man just took my phone, he's about to run off with it. But he was just like not making any sense, just like going crazy. And then I was like, hello? And he just gave it back, walked off. I was like, okay, that was so weird.
Well, that was very encouraging in terms of walking, being a pedestrian in any kind of way, or taking public transportation.
Second mistake,
I've never
7-Eleven
felt
in
unsafe
downtown.
taking
Yeah.
public
No,
transportation
yeah,
here.
that's
I've never felt unsafe on like the train or anything here, but walking, absolutely not.
no, yeah.
Especially alone.
The Dart is pretty good. Like they have people that come on regularly at each stop too.
So reassuring. Well, that is show for us today.
We
It
have 20
has,
more minutes.
I was gonna say.
why do I do that every show? Why do I think?
I saw you going like, and I was like, what are you doing?
Why do I? Wait. So wait. It's when do we get out?
12:50.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes. I mean,
Oh,
you
shit.
can get out here if you want.
No, I always think we get out at 12:30. Maybe it's
If only.
You're watching
round robin.
We get out of class early most of the time. We're let out early most of the time
That's
if we're
true.
in class, like doing lectures. So I can see.
Well,
why.
that's because we're awesome and Professor Strong makes it easy to understand his lectures.
100%.
So,
And I will say that I know on Tuesday I had to come on here and make an apology. I didn't hear anything back from that, so I
Well,
don't know.
maybe the
I did go
individual
to
is
his class
listening.
yesterday, and I didn't
Okay.
hear anything.
he definitely
so-
heard it though.
Oh, I know he did. I know he did. And
There's like 7 more questions on the next test you're taking.
you know what?
You get the hard
He
way.
just-
He still helped me with my Adobe day, so I don't think
He
he's
just gonna
going
drop
to
your
hurt.
letter
But
grade by
I
3
was
points.
so scared. I was telling everyone before class, like, everyone act cool. Like, pretend this didn't happen, and maybe he just forgot. Maybe he won't say anything. And he didn't say anything, but I was very nervous. Okay, well, it's whatever. Honestly, at this point, say something, please. I need that closure. I need to know that we're
So
good.
you're just not nervous about it anymore.
I am. I'm a little nervous, but I think it's fine.
Yo, have y'all seen the trailer for the new Johnny Depp movie? The what is it called? Something Moon. I gotta look it up. I'm
That's
I
sorry.
not
love
Johnny
that.
Depp.
That one Johnny Depp movie called Something More.
Are you talking about Killers of the Flower Moon?
Yes.
That's
That's
not
not
Johnny
a
Depp.
Johnny
That is
Depp.
not-
Oh, it
That's
wasn't-
a
who was
Martin Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
No. Who's in it though?
Leo.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo
Oh,
DiCaprio.
And yes, it looks incredible.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
it's 3.5 hours long.
I'm so excited.
And I will be
to
there.
watch that.
And I will be there
I'm
day
When is
one.
it coming
so
out?
excited.
Next Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
okay.
20th. I'm so
I'll be there on
excited.
Thursday.
Yeah,
I
that
saw
would
the
be so
trailer
cool.
in
It looks
theaters
incredible.
for
Oh my
Oppenheimer.
God.
and oh my goodness,
I
I
can't
was
wait
just
for it.
sitting there staring, and I was like, I'm watching this next.
Exactly.
How was that movie?
Very good.
Amazing.
Very good.
Oppenheimer's
I
good.
watched it and I was so mad that I went and watched
It's
Barbie instead.
It's my
It was
it's my
so
number
not
one
worth
of the
it.
year.
It's so good.
So I saw both.
It's
I
very
saw Oppenheimer in the morning. It's a long movie, but it's a good movie.
It's
It's
an
beautiful.
experience.
And then
It's
I
incredible.
saw Barbie because you know,
You were one of those.
yeah,
people.
fun
Nice.
palate cleanser. I just watched a movie
Nice.
about the nuclear bomb, and I watched this man suffer for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I needed
Well,
something
It's
bright and pink.
Yeah.
for-
it's crazy how you can manage to make a movie like Oppenheimer that is like so like factual, be so interesting for such a long time.
Because
Like-
I've heard that you need to like know certain things before watching that movie to understand it.
I mean, if you have
no?
basic
Okay.
history
I mean,
comprehension.
I was like,
Okay.
yeah,
It's like
Oppenheimer.
little-
He
little
built the big
details you
bomb.
know.
We dropped it on the
Like
Japanese.
if you know that we nuked Japan twice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's all the
Okay, cool.
context you
Yeah,
need.
that
I
was
know
a
people were
horrible
just making it
atrocity.
like, no, this movie's too complex. But
No.
Yeah, because as it goes,
Awesome.
it introduces you to people, you know, like, and you're gonna know the weight of that person, you know, like you're gonna see this person and know, like, oh wow, that's.
If you've ever watched an autobiography movie, you're gonna be all right.
it's
it's
so
not-
good.
It's so good. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Gotcha. Okay, so then tell me a little bit about this new one that's coming out. So what is
It's about like people coming into this Native American, place, and there's some killer. I think honestly, I don't really remember.
So
Someone,
the
some
ladies
better explain.
like getting
So-
revenge, right?
these Native American people you saw on this land in Oklahoma, much like all of this country.
Mhm.
And so it was this family of people. They're like barons. And so they come in, they want the land. And all of a sudden, after these people settle there, Native American women start dying. And so and it's about this dude who goes to find out who's doing the murders, who's covering them up. And it's actually a book. It's like The
Yeah,
Killers of
it's
Fire
based on a
Road.
book.
It's based
Okay.
on a book. Like you can go check out the book.
Dang, I gotta read the book before the movie comes out.
I mean,
Oh my
probably
God.
not. Since the movie is 3 hours and 30 minutes
Yeah.
long, it's probably gonna cover everything in the
Yeah,
book.
probably not
Fair,
gonna
but
leave
the
out too
book's
much.
always better.
I don't know. That's Martin Scorsese.
Yeah,
baby. Like,
that's got Jesse Plemons in it.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so good.
I can't wait.
I'm just like too ready. That's
And
one
speaking
of, the
of
ones you gotta
nuclear
just
war-
splurge when you go to the theater. Like I'm getting food for sure. Like I'm enjoying.
you
Every
gonna
bit of that.
you gonna spend $60 just on the
Absolutely,
food.
absolutely.
You gotta go to the theater with the comfy seats. You know what I won't stand by? AMC at North Park is like cool and all. The seats are not that comfortable.
No, AMC
It's
in North
like-
Park is the worst
It's
one.
the worst one. Yeah.
It's the
I-
worst.
AMC at the parks isn't very good either.
Oh, I
So-
don't like that one either.
Oh, before they tore it down, Valley View, that used to be the spot because they had everything the other AMCs have. But since the mall is like destitute and there was no stores in the mall, only the AMC was in the mall, and so the tickets were like always half off. So you could get everything you could do at the other movie theaters, but for like half off. But they demolished it. North
Yeah.
Park its appeal is just that it's in North Park.
Yeah, I got the AMC A list over the summer at the Parks Mall, so I was seeing everything over the summer. A lot of stuff multiple times.
Do y'all only go to like AMC? Is that like y'all spot?
I only go there-
I like the Alamo Jack.
I don't go to like Cinemark because first of all, you ain't gonna tell me I can't wear my
Or like
backpack in there.
Sinopolis. Is that how you say it?
Is that a Roadhouse?
Yeah, Cinemark, they don't let you carry bags because they don't want you bringing food in there. AMC just accepts the fact.
You can have bags.
Well, AMC is also in a mall, so sometimes you come in with like your bag of stuff you bought. And
Bro, we ate a 20-piece wing in the movie one time because I put it in my
Say
backpack.
less.
yeah, I live next to a Cinemark and to another movie theater, but I had to go to AMC, which is like 20 minutes away, because I wanted the AMC A list. So
I like Cinemark.
yeah,
I feel like I always take snacks in there too. Like, I guess they don't question my bag.
I just don't really eat during movies
Like,
anyway.
they probably just think it's a purse.
Doesn't bother me.
No, I'm the person that buys popcorn and like something else, and it's gone by the time the commercials.
Oh yeah.
And then the movie, I'm like,
I be there trying to savor it. Like I'll have
Me too.
I be having an appetizer of popcorn. I'll eat a handful and I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
I
I got popcorn for Mission Impossible. That
I'd be
was the
like,
only movie I got popcorn.
Mission Impossible is a great
That was,
movie.
oh my god, I can't believe I only watched all of them this summer. I cannot believe I was missing out on Mission Impossible.
I love Tom Cruise. I'm a Tom
Dude,
Cruise
let me tell you
fan.
something. L. Ron Hubbard, he might have been making some good points. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is maybe we should hear him out.
No, yeah. If you guys ever see Tom Cruise do a stunt in a movie, that's not a stunt double. It ain't CGI.
That's
Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise, Tom
on that
Cruise.
motorcycle.
yeah.
And
I've
he's
heard
like
that.
60, which is crazy.
Yeah. He's a freak, but He makes some
Like
good
if you
movies.
see Tom Cruise get punched in the face in a movie, it's really Tom Cruise who got punched in the face.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's in that.
That's a good one.
Like he's the American Jackie Chan.
So how was Barbie? I never went to see it.
Barbie was
pretty
great.
good.
Very
It's pretty good.
pink. Very
Yeah.
I see thumbs down.
I
I don't know.
I think
Unpopular
it's a one and
opinion,
done.
I wasn't a fan.
It's a one and done,
Yeah.
I would say.
No, yeah, it's not.
I think it's just because I walked in there with a certain expectation, and that's not what it was at all. If I would have had a little bit more of an open mind, I think I
No,
probably
yeah.
would have enjoyed it. But the minute it started, I was like, no.
I think it was hilarious.
What did you expect if the minute it
But
started?
I don't
Like
know.
the
Like,
that's
well,
I feel like it's pretty
But
on
it's
brand.
fun, right?
I,
No,
I
yeah,
thought
it's
it
a
was
fun
really
movie.
I think
fun.
there are
thought it
some
was
parts that are
hilarious.
really good and
Yeah,
some
Ryan
parts that are
Gosling
really
definitely carried the movie.
yeah.
For
I
sure.
did see something recently.
Don't agree.
Like his whole scene about I'm just Ken, like that. I think we could have done without that.
Mhm.
But I did see recently that Greta Gerwig had to fight for that scene.
That
to
was
stay
her
on.
vision.
Yeah, I was gonna
Which-
say that one kind of popped off on the internet though. Like
Yeah.
the whole I'm
Yeah.
just
It's kind of the whole
Ken, like,
movie.
Because it's
Or-
Ryan Gosling
uh-huh.
singing. This is what he
Yeah.
does best. My man's
The
been singing
shirts,
since the
I see them
90s.
everywhere.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I thought that was just like a really like super long scene we could have done without, but it was funny. And the beginning of the movie just got to me. Like as soon as it started and like those
Mm.
giant dolls were just walking,
Mhm.
I was dying. I was like,
Oh yeah, the beginning was wild. I was like, what is going on here? It was so weird. Spoiler.
That's
What did you expect in
2001.
the movie?
Sorry if you
So-
haven't seen it, but the beginning was
It's
so
literally-
weird.
That's
That
hilarious.
scene
you
is
haven't
from
seen it.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I
what
need
Yeah.
to watch. I've not seen 2001. It's on my list for sure.
But no, like yeah, Barbie's fun. It's very feminism 101,
Yeah.
which
Not for
most
your
people
kids.
yeah, which most people need.
Really?
Yeah, it is
Not
not a
for
No,
kids
it's
movie.
definitely not a kids movie.
Wow.
I don't want to
Yeah.
say all of this and be
There's
like,
some
oh, I hate
references.
the wokeness and the feminism because that was started like that. I liked that it was based around that. But I,
I
feel
think
like
it
But,
was.
like, your
I think
kids
it was
can't even watch
executed
it and
kind
not
of poorly.
yeah,
understand,
me
like,
too.
the
Because
jokes.
they just like
Like
the
it's
movie
not even.
stops.
It's just not
Yeah.
even for kids.
There were some
It's
references.
PG-13.
Oh,
I
so
honestly think
it's
it's for
PG-13.
people that grew up on Barbie.
Yeah.
It's
Because I
for
was
the
gonna say,
generation
like,
that grew
it
up on
felt like they were pitching that it was for everyone.
No.
It
There's
was-
a lot of references in there
It's definitely
too
for the
that are
girls.
definitely for adults.
Yeah.
I think it's talking about age range.
Honestly, I was
Age, yeah.
yeah, they got a lot of stuff
PG-13.
correctly though, because as I was watching, I was just dying because I was like, this is exactly how I would play with dolls, like when I was younger.
Well, some of the references that were made by the dolls, I was like, I didn't even think about that.
Okay,
when I
but
was
did y'all have any of the Barbies? Like I had the
Yeah. I had the pregnant one.
I had the pregnant Barbie,
That's
and then
crazy.
there was also the one that had the arm, and then what happened? I'm pretty sure her boobs grew whenever you did the arm.
Oh,
I had the one with
Skipper.
the dog.
Yeah.
Was it Skipper, like to make her a teenager
Yes.
kind of a thing, the teenager one?
And I also had the dog.
That's a
Like
wild
you're
thing.
talking- I had the dog.
How do you convince your
Yeah.
parents to buy something like
I
that?
don't
Hey mom, I
know.
want this Barbie. Its boobs grow.
I don't know, but
Sure thing, sweetie.
Well, I don't mind being a part of the unpopular poll, but I thoroughly enjoyed Barbie. I guess I walked in without any expectation.
Mhm.
I loved the opening. I loved the music soundtrack for
Mhm.
Barbie.
I liked
For
the
Barbie the
soundtrack.
movie was awesome. I loved Ken's Knuff campaign. I dig it. I'm here for it. The Mojo Dojo Casa House, like hell yeah, like I'm a woman and I want a Mojo Dojo Casa House. Like it was the fur coat for me.
That's it.
But yeah,
I've heard
I
a lot of
loved it.
people say that they went with their mom and that was like a really good experience though. People like daughters going with their moms was an amazing experience. It's like that sounds like it would be cool because especially like the mother-daughter relationship in the movie, I mean it makes sense. But the whole speech was amazing, I will say. The
No, I
speech
think it
by
was
the
like,
mom.
yeah, really cool how it caught on and it encouraged people to dress up. Like there's been a few events this year, like
Mhm.
Beyonce's concert. It was cool to see everybody dressed up. It was cool to see everybody dressed up for the Barbie movie, the Oppenheimer thing, especially after like the past few years, like stuff's been kind of dreary around this big blue marble we live on, you know? And so it was cool to see people have fun. So like I was never one of those people who's like, oh, the Barbie movies, girls. I'm like, bro, it's a movie. Just
No,
don't
yeah, I also
watch
was
it.
just gonna say I enjoyed that everybody could enjoy it, and it wasn't such a Barbie like.
No, yeah.
It was actually like everyone was kind of excited for this because of how much it was talked about, and then it's cool hearing the different that guys also enjoyed this movie.
No, yeah, it was
And I was just gonna ask James, like, we got a lot of different perspectives on the movie. Like, was there any references or anything you felt like you might have missed in watching the movie, or like how was it from your perspective? Obviously,
I mean, like
not,
it was cool. I'm like, cause you
Do you
know,
have sisters?
I have a sister.
A sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was like, yeah, my sisters played with Barbie growing up. I'm like, it was cool, like seeing how, like, it's definitely a movie made by a woman for women, but like that doesn't mean there's nothing for a man to enjoy in it. It's cool to get that perspective. It's cool to get that insight, especially like when she talks about the speech. Like, as a man, you don't walk in that reality. So when you do get to hear somebody put words to that reality, it's dope. And like I said, it's very feminism 101. Like, and like that, I think that's why there was such, even in like dudes talking about such a backlash and talking about it, because dudes don't really, it feels like, oh, this is so obvious. I'm like, well, obviously it's not obvious if somebody felt the need to write a script and make a whole multi-million-dollar production to say these things.
Yeah.
And if a man is commenting on it and saying this is like negatively, I feel like that's like, okay, this movie was for you. Rewatch it and listen.
No,
to
yeah,
it.
especially like when you watch Ken and you watch him discover patriarchy and things, and watch him go through his whole journey. Like,
Patriarchy is horses.
yeah, no, yeah, because and like when it boils down to it, you realize that some of the stuff we hold on to in society is kind of stupid. And so you watch, like, I think there's on the movie, like one of the Kens is just like, after they go through the whole big climax and everything, one of the Kens is like, I just want to hang out with my Barbie. And I was like, yeah, he should just be able to vibe, you know? He should just be able to vibe. He shouldn't have to be all these things. Just like they're saying the Barbies in the movie shouldn't have to be all these things. Nobody should have to be all these things. You are enough as you are. And I think that's the underlying message of the movie. Like, because once again, it's a PG-13 movie. There's a moral to the story. Like,
deep.
Yeah, it's very
Jade,
straightforward.
you better come with
It's
the
not bad.
deepness.
I think it's
Wait,
kind of
actually,
surface level.
I need to
but-
rewatch the movie now and like just
What?
watch it with
I
this
said,
perspective.
On earlier, you were like
I
on
said,
Tuesdays
who
and
needs
Thursdays.
therapy, just tune in Tuesdays and Thursdays on Robin Radio.
Heck yeah. Well, for real this time, it's time
Yes.
for us to chunk up the deuces. So thank you to our streaming audience today. We will see you guys next time. This has been Round Robin Radio. And we're out. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. It's,
That was satisfying.
is there a way for us to see if people are on there?
I mean, it's on
I
his
think-
YouTube channel.
yeah.
You just look up.
There was 3 watching.
The dean was the dean.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's funny because he has to like check to see how things are going.
Oh, I know.
Make sure we're not getting too wacky.
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
see like, oh, well,
Yeah.
you guys are getting this
Yeah,
started.
my
so.
bad.
Well, earlier, I don't know if you were already in, but
I was
someone
finna say
was
free
mentioning- I don't even
Palestine.
check the emails.
No.
They never sent emails, and I was like, the dean is
Yes.
listening.
Next on
Flip this
Tuesday,
whole
They
that's
would
our,
have
that's
like
our
cut
date.
the street,
Yeah,
cut the
so
street.
it was I just need to shut the fuck up. Honestly, I just need to stop talking.
But you didn't say
We're gonna
anything.
lose our funding.
Yesterday, on Tuesday, I just said something about basically the midterms sucking really bad, and Addison was listening. And
You said that the midterms are bad.
I said that. I said that everybody failed. It was really incredibly hard.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
people fail?
Did you not?
No,
What? People failed it?
The midterm?
Yes, the midterm.
You passed.
Yes.
Did we
Wait,
get our
you're
grades?
surprised I passed?
Did we not? Because, no. But did we get our grades?
Is it a different class?
Is it?
Next time I'll
Yeah, I don't think you're in that class.
Okay.
Girl,
I want to rap on this show
I
so
passed,
bad.
we had an Adobe one.
I
I've
do.
taken like 2
At least one
midterms,
time.
oh, wait,
so it's
is it
like,
for visual?
Freestyle
I
Friday.
took that last semester.
Okay, no.
So it's-
I'm talking about visual
I don't remember what I took last semester.
You had me thinking I was dumb. Is it storytelling? Not stupid.
Yeah, it's storytelling.
That one was easy.
Yeah, no,
that
okay.
was easy.
So all of the classes blurred together for me.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, especially because I'm in the same room all
Me too.
day.
I have
You see the
5
same
classes in the
professor.
same room.
This is the only class where it's a
Are we
different
not
room.
like?
Are we in all the same
Yes.
classes?
Yeah.
Wrong. I'm so
Are you
sorry.
presenting
I
today?
did not
And
mean to say
that's
that
what the
and
interview
get you
was
in
awesome.
trouble.
Okay, so I should be.
I'm not too worried about it.
Okay.
So what do we want to do on Tuesday? Go back to a classroom for a boring lecture? You want to
Yes.
do?
And I'm not saying that in a negative way, but I'd like to learn something new.
How about we do
I-
Tuesday in the
that's kinda weird.
classroom and I can teach you, what DJs do and how they get the passion, which I'm hearing in you guys. It really
Oh yeah, we could do that.
No, yeah.
And then Thursday we'll be back up here.
I know it sounds weird. I actually like the lectures. So.
No, I want to learn more about
No,
the.
yeah, me
the
too.
dope
Such a
ideas.
nerd to me.
Yeah, it just piece by piece gets to like,
You nerd. No.
put something, more information.
But I've been really busy and I didn't get to finish it, so I'm gonna have to.
Thank you, Professor
I
Strong.
remember
Sure.
my
See
outline
you
there,
next
but I have
week.
the presentation.
Like I have it in my heart.
Yeah.
I'm never doing on
That was good stuff.
That was fun. Mm. Substance.
Yeah, I need to go find some of that. All right, I'm just gonna leave everything here because you're working and you got in, so life's happy. All right, yeah, have at it. You're signed in as me, so if there's anything you need, it'll download it.
Okay, sweet. Sounds good.
And I will talk to you. I'll email you tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Probably all the blueprints and, slowly explain what's going on.
Okay. I'm here for it.
Sure.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Hey, hey, hey.
What's up back here?
What's poppin'? Oh, you didn't want to do anything today?
Huh?
You didn't want to. Oh,
Record?
sorry.
Are you gonna be in here?
I'm getting ready to go to V's class, but I was saying you left your backpack because you
Yeah.
didn't want to do anything.
Yeah. I didn't want to like walk in and interrupt you.
Oh, and then walk back out. Yeah, yeah. Were you able to catch the stream?
Stream.
It was streaming. Were you able to?
Where was it streaming?
It's through
Audacity?
Mm-hmm.
But what site was it?
I think he was streaming it to his YouTube.
Oh no, I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you later.